شنقريحة كان الأجوان نتاع مجاهد اللي كانوا متواجدين في الخضرية. كي لحقنا لقيناهم هما، لقينا مجاهد وشنقريحة. مجاهد تعرفوا شكون هو مجاهد؟ الجنرال مجاهد. شنقريحة كان كوموندون اوبيراسيونيل في السيكتور اوبيراسيونيل دو بويرة. كان متواجد في الخضرية، في شايفين الخضرية الناس تاع، كان في لاكازير تاع الرادار، كانوا يسموا فيها الرادار. وهذا كان سيتي لو بوست دو كوموندمون اوبيراسيونيل، يعني لو بوست افونسي دو كوموندمون اوبيراسيونيل تاع توت لا ديفيزيون لي زونيتي كي ستروفي لابا. وكل الجرائم اللي ارتكبت في الوقت هذاك في السيكتور اوبيراسيونيل، شنقريحة كان موجود. هو كان كل يفوت عليه، هو كان على باله كلش. كان يخدم على المخابرات ثميك نتاع دي ار اس تاع سي تي ار اي وسي بي ام اي. كانوا يجيو يسميك، يجيبوا لهم لي ليست ويبدوا يعتقلوا في الناس اعتقالات تاع الناس، التمشيط، الدوريات، الاعتقالات تاع السوفيه. كان هناك اسماء تاع ناس تجي من الجزائر من فوق، يجيبوا الاسماء تاع الناس هذوما، ومن بعد جماعه المخابرات يروحوا باش يروحوا ثميك يقوموا بالاعتقالات ويجيبوهم يطلعوهم سواء يحطوهم، كاين اللي يحطوهم في الدرك، عند الدرك الوطني، ولا في الرادار، ولا يدوهم لكوباوي، ولا يدوهم حتى للبويره في البويرافيل. الحصيل هو كان مسؤول من بين المسؤولين. كان بن جميل، كان صلاح الدين، واحد كوموندون اسمه صلاح الدين
اللي جا ليهم من الرادار اللي جاوا معاهم. ايه ومن بعد جاهم راقدين، مازال راقدين.
17 صباح
جا الليستا في يدو، الليستا تاع كراس تاع الدراري اللي يقراو، وراه الواشر حنا مسمينو سعيد وخو محمد، وراه وليدك سعيد محمد. قال له انا محمد ما عنديش، سعيد ما عنديش محمد. قال له هذا ماشي محمد. قال له هذا، قال له ماشي سعيد هذا، قال له محمد. قال له وليدك الكبير. قال له هذا هو وليدي الكبير، احنا ما عندناش بهم بلينا. قال هذا هو الكبير. قال له نوض نمشي. ثلاث كلمات يمشي مسكين يقول لي شو يقول له انا ما نفهملوش. هذيك الاخرى، هذاك اللي جابوها تاع الكراس في يدهم وجابوه برمي، اللي شاف فيها برمي احمر في يدهم، قلت لك اللي شاف في يدهم.
Le citoyen dans il a une responsabilité.
C'est un devoir, monsieur Medjahed.
Il a une responsabilité sociale. Ça, c'est responsabilité sociale, c'est de chercher la vérité et toute la vérité.
راك تتكلم مع ناس، راك مع ناس قتل.
الأخضرية تشهد على جرائمك لا حدود لها.
كنت انت وكذا وكذا. انا هذا الكلام انا ما نهبطش في هذا المستوى تاعي.
هو كان مسؤول على جرائم كبرى. جنرال مجاهد. الجنرال هو بالمناسبة جنرال ليس عقيد، وكان أحد كبار جنرالات الفترة الدموية في التسعينات، وهو مسؤول شخصيا على مدينة الأخضرية وما جرى فيها من جرائم كبرى.
In memoriam, Chengriha's list of the disappeared of Lakdaria, 1993-1995. Between 1993 and 1995, in the region of Lakdaria, formerly known as Palestro, Algeria, countless lives were forever altered under a campaign of systematic extrajudicial disappearances. This documentary presents a partial record of those who vanished, ranging from the 17-year youth, footballer and student Brahim Balarbi to the 75-year-old elder pensioner Mohammed Mutajir, who was subjected to the most atrocious and degrading methods of torture an evil mind could think of. While some victims were later discovered, as their remains were scattered across Lakdaria's neighborhoods, many others have never been found, their fates unknown to this day, although some are reportedly still buried in the grounds of the radar station or at Kopawi military compound to the east of Lakdaria. The names that follow represent only a fraction of those who disappeared upon their abduction. As hundreds of victims remain undocumented, their stories untold. This testament to human loss serves not only as a historical record, but as a solemn reminder of the profound impact on families and communities who still await answers. Systematic extrajudicial killings were carried out under the command of Algerian police, intelligence and army officers, most notably Major General Kadour Benjamil, Major General Abdelaziz Medjahed, Major General Said Chengriha. The latter two officers continue to hold influential and critical decision-making positions within Algeria's current military and political establishment. This account draws its title from Steven Spielberg's 1993 film, Schindler's List, which chronicled how German industrialist Oskar Schindler saved over 1,000 lives during the Holocaust by employing them in his factories. The parallel drawn here serves as a stark contrast. While Schindler's List represented salvation, Chengriha's list represents knowingly premeditated atrocities. Unlike Schindler's humanitarian actions, Chengriha's list details systematic human rights violations. In a grotesque irony of timing, as the acclaimed film premiered in cinemas worldwide throughout 1993, General Medjahed and the then Colonel Chengriha were conducting daily briefings with their troops, issuing explicit orders to execute victims summarily, ensuring that no wounded individuals would ever reach army barracks alive. Medjahed's chilling euphemism, "Descend their lord to the valley," became his coded directive for the systematic elimination of detained civilians. Despite his direct complicity in these atrocities, Said Chengriha not only retained his position, but ascended steadily through the military hierarchy. His trajectory was marked by relentless advancement. From colonel in the mid-90s to general in 1998 and commander of the Sidi Bel Abbes 8th Armored Brigade, then to major general in 2003 as commander of the 3rd Military Region. By 2020, he had achieved the rank of Army Corps General and Chief of Staff, culminating in his promotion to Army General in 2022 under Tebboun's administration. In November 2024, despite being 80 years old, he was appointed Minister Delegate to the Minister of Defense. Following his retirement, Major General Abdelaziz Medjahed maintained a deliberately low profile for years before gradually re-emerging in public discourse as a self-styled geopolitical expert through various media appearances. After Bouteflika's downfall in 2019, Medjahed was recalled to service to help consolidate power within Algeria's deep state apparatus, initially serving as security advisor to Tebboune, then from September 2020 as director of the Institute of Strategic Studies. In this capacity, he has been tasked with developing strategies to preserve the brutal military dictatorship he embodies, while devising tactics to ensure continued impunity for himself and his circle of accomplices for as long as they remain alive. By the close of 2019, they had instituted the High Security Council and thereafter resorted to a pernicious system of systematic listing. The Algerian populace has since borne witness to an endless succession of oppressive catalogs, inventories of Hirak political detainees, registers of innocent citizens and peaceful organizations branded as terrorists, databases of those barred from travel, rolls of individuals forced into exile. The litany continues indefinitely. Yet significantly, this time popular consciousness remains acutely elevated. The Algerian people today recognize that the crimes of Generals Medjahed, Chengriha, and others constitute the operational implementation of what they learned in French military colleges. Chengriha trained and graduated from the France's École de Guerre, École d'État-Major, and l'École de Saint-Cyr. This became manifest when French Defense Minister Sébastien Lecornu honored Chengriha in France in January 2023 with the helmet of a Republican Guard Cavalier, the military apparatus that strangled the Algerian people with the French gendarmerie throughout the colonial era. Chengriha merited this distinction not merely because he trained and graduated as a cavalier in the French Republican Guard, but because he also followed in the footsteps of their ruthless, murderous commanders in their relentless slaughter of the Algerian people. 50 years before the Chengriha massacres in Lac Daria during the summer of 1994, General Jacques Massu and his paratroopers slaughtered hundreds of villagers from the same region in a retaliatory military campaign following the Palestro ambush in the summer of 1956. 85 years prior to those events, the town and its surrounding villages had witnessed other massacres during the summer of 1871, carried out to suppress the Mokrani and Sheikh Haddad resistance. These were led by the bloodthirsty Colonel Alexandre Fourchot, who, like the elderly Saïd Chengriha, was also a graduate of the Saint-Cyr Military Academy.
Pour votre bureau, comme vous étiez cavalier, je me suis dit qu'il en resterait quelque chose. Voilà.
Le نشوف المنكر عيناني ولا نضربو بالمعاني هو بشوشوف ورساني اش ندير انا بقلامي اش ندير انا بقلامي حرقونا الشمايت حرقونا حرقونا ولاد الحرام حرقونا حيين حرقونا الطف بينا يا رحمن حرقونا وحرقوك معانا ربي يرحمك يا جمال ربي يرحمك يا جمال
ونتمنى من الجميع جزائري حر يلعب الدور ديال يلعب الدور ديال يلعب الدور ديال